What is up, guys? This is King of Cards. Welcome back to another video of King of the Old Republic. Anything suspicious about this case? We're questioning about Sunry's legal case. Well, I've often wondered, if Sunry is so innocent, why was he seen fleeing the scene of the crime? Why would he have been running if he had not committed the crime himself, or was at least aware of what had occurred? This case seems fairly simple and obvious to me. The Republic types stick together, however, and I assume you will go to lengths to defend them. What else do you want to ask? Do you think the Republic and the Sith Empire? Both empires are at fault for this current conflict. The Republic in the past for laying the foundations upon which the Sith Empire grew. The Sith now, obviously, for starting the war. No matter the wrongs that had been done in the past, the Sith now have no cause for renewing hostilities. It almost seems as if they just want to conquer everything.
Almost seems they do wish to conquer everything and will not stop at Manon. Why the Salkath believe themselves invulnerable, I have no idea.
I believe the Republic has every right to defend itself and drive the Sith back where they came from. Fortunately for them, and perhaps for us, they do not seem to be doing too good a job of it. Is there anything else you want to know? Well, I guess that's it. And if you have pertinent details of the case to discuss.
I'm sick of hearing about Manon's neutrality. It sounds like a coward's excuse not to fight, if you ask me.
Ah, the Arbiter. Since you have been permitted to defend Sunray against his accusations, I shall assist how I can. What do you think of Sunray? Sunray was a great warrior in his time. He fought for the Republic against the Sith aggression and proved valorous. I have great respect for his accomplishments and find it tragic that he finds himself in his current condition. If the Republic had more individuals like him right now, I do not believe the Sith would be so great a problem for your people. Is there any other way I can assist you? Is there anything suspicious about this case? I find it questionable that a man with such a reputable past as Sunry would murder a Sith Lord, especially not from behind. Knowing the Sith, there's probably some deception involved. They seek to do the same thing to us here. There's been much pressure by the Sith on our government, even on the judges themselves, to deliver a guilty verdict in this case. The letter of the law is absolute and will not be compromised for Sith power games. Is there anything else you need? What do you think of the Republic and the Sith Empire? I find this great battle being waged across the galaxy both disturbing and ultimately tragic. For all its faults, your tottering Republic has benefited the vast majority of the galaxy for many millennia. To see it fall into ruin in such a short time. I do not like the Sith. That I make no effort to hide. I will even admit that if given the option, I would rule that we should join the Republic. But I must remain impartial and rule on this case as the law requires. Do you have any additional questions? No questions for now. If there's anything else you require, feel free to inquire with me. This is gonna be a whole lot of me talking.
They say everyone on Manon.
Bullshit. Bullshit. I shall answer questions pertaining to the case and those questions only. What do you think of Sunray? I find the idea that some half-human cripple who can murder someone is obviously competent to the Sith at Lhasa questionable at best. Half-human? Fuck is that? A man who can barely walk killed a Sith warrior in a crime? Preposterous. So you're a fucking prick. God, I wouldn't put it past the Republic trying to arrange circumstances to see her dead. The Sith are much more straightforward about their intentions. The fuck they are! Is that all? Anything suspicious about this case? I find it presumptuous to assume that... Hold on. Sunry... I find it presumptuous to assume that crippled Sunry could kill Alasa. I think that there must have been another there who killed her, perhaps one of the witnesses. I do not know the reason for the metal clutch in Alasa's hand either, but it may have been that she fought them off even as she died. I think this may be the work of some Republic conspiracy, and I am not afraid to say so. The only means I have of hurting the Republic is through Sunry, then so be it. Is that all? That doesn't make a lick of fucking sense. You think that there's a conspiracy, and they're so bad at it that every sign in this thing points to there being said conspiracy instead of them just framing the Sith. It's like you used the correct equation completely right. Like you saw 2 plus 2, you worked it out, wrote down everything correctly, you wrote down 4, and then you circled 3 for some fucking reason as your final answer. I don't. You infuriate me, and you're a 2-dimensional character in an early 2000s game. I fucking hate you. Oh my god. What do you think of the Republic and the Sith Empire? I think the Republic is an institution in sore need of change. It's gone on too long, and the Sith are the fresh wind of change born across the galaxy. I do not believe in the false stories, the evils of the Sith Empire. They're nothing compared to the oppression and stagnation the Republic represents at its core. Oh, I see. You're a tinfoil hat wearing fucktard. Okay. If I was given the power to decide, Manon would join the Sith, forcing the Republic to accept the new face of the future. Sadly, it would appear that I am wiser and more farsighted than my immediate superiors. I am relegated to civil judicial matters. I will judge this case, and I will find Sunry as guilty as he is charged to be.
So nice to meet an impartial judge for a change.
Impartiality is one thing. Blindness is another entirely.
You said it, not I.
Are you finished? No questions for now. Not bring frivolous topics to discuss. I deal only with trial information. Shut up. Oh my god. I want to force choke him. That motherfucker's stupidity is annoying to listen to. It's like he thinks he has his fucking third eye open and he's the blindest fucking one in the room. He's just dumb, infuriatingly so. I better go speak to Sunry, actually. You may come and go as you please, Arbiter. You will find the door unlocked. If you wish to begin your trial, you must make the request of the warden. It shall then be passed on to the judges.
Jolie, what are you doing here? The Laura sent me, Sunry. I'm here to get you out of this mess. The courts went and made us arbiters for your case.
Just like old times, eh, Jolie? You come swooping in out of nowhere to save my tail from the fire?
You saved my wrinkle butt more than a few times as well, friend, if I recall. But there'll be time for catching up later. Right now, we need to focus on the case.
The case is a complete frame-up. Anyone looking at the evidence could see that. Or so I thought. But the cellcasts seem to think that there's enough to go to trial. There aren't any witnesses. All that evidence against me is circumstantial and completely flawed.
Let's go over the evidence.
Well, I was at the hotel, I admit. And I did meet Eliza there that night, but it's not what you think. I was working with Republic intelligence. We were pretending to feed information to the Sith when I turned Eliza into a double agent working for us. It was going well, too, until she turned up dead. Maybe the Sith had found out I was turning her and had her eliminated. But let's look at the facts they've given. Eliza was brutally killed. Think about that. She was a Sith, trained in battle, and I'm just a crippled old man. My war injuries make it difficult for me to walk, even to hold things. See how my hands are shaking? How could I kill a Sith warrior at close quarters? I ask you. Further,
She was shot in the
they
back.
say they found my hero's cross at the crime scene. Would I leave my war medal behind if I killed someone? Even I'm not that stupid.
Why would you even
Obviously,
bring
the
it with
Sith
you?
planted the cross. And what about the lack of forensic evidence? Skin and hair samples, clothing fibers. Why isn't there anything like that at the crime scene? Sounds like an obvious frame-up to me. I hope you can see how the Sith are manipulating the Cellcat, and probably even you to set up this against me. We need to get this over with quickly and clear my name. Anything else I can help you with? I want my arbiter to be well prepared before we go to trial.
I need to investigate a case. Any ideas where I should look?
Guess you could interview witnesses at the hotel where the murder happened. The Cellcath already did that, but the fish folk don't have much rapport with offworlders. Maybe
Fish
one of
folk
them
sounds
was
like a
holding
slur. Don't call
something.
them that.
But I think you'd be better off investigating the Sith themselves. Maybe you could find some proof they planted evidence to frame me. Though that might mean figuring out a way into the Sith embassy. Anything else I can help you with? I want my arbiter to be well prepared before we go to trial.
There's a few things we have to clear up.
Go ahead, ask. Ask what you need to. I've got nothing to hide.
Judges said you left after the shop was fired.
How would they know? They weren't there. I heard some of the witnesses said that too, but I swear she was alive when I left. I wonder if the Sith have been putting pressure on people to get them to convict me. It wouldn't surprise me at all. They've had it in for me since the war. You should ask everyone about that. They might admit to helping the Sith under pressure.
I'll be going.
Very well. I suppose there is still much you must do before the trial. Once you've gotten enough evidence to go to trial, just tell the warden we're ready. The sooner I get out of the cell, the better.
So you were the arbiter of the Sunray Lost murder case then. I hope you were as impartial as the office's tradition is supposed to be. You off-worlders have a tendency to ignore the rule of law in favor of some rather irrational causes. What is it that I can do for you now? Know anything about a star map? No, I do not. It is quite illogical to think that a being who spends the entire day locked in a room with insane people and murderers would know much about the outside world. I don't know. Maybe one of them told you. What you need. Here to see the prisoner Sunray. Yes, I am aware of this fact, human. He is in his cage over there, and I am sure he can hear you quite clearly. Is there anything else you need? What do you know about the murder of a Lawson? Sunray is from the Republic, the Lost is from the Sith. They kill each other all the time. What more is there to know? As to the details, that is for the judges of our courts to decide. Is there anything else you need? No, nothing for now. Very well then, I will of course be here if you need something else. I didn't even give you a chair, dude. Damn.
I hear you've been appointed as arbiter in Sunray's trial. My husband is innocent. Please don't let him go to jail for a crime he didn't commit.
Have I seen a single old woman this entire... Did they make an old woman model, or is this it? I guess... Basila's mother looked fairly old, I guess. Tell me anything about Sunray.
Sunray's... he's a cripple. There's no way he could have overpowered the Sith woman like they claim.
That's true. I'd forgotten about that. Let's not forget that he would have to have been considerably older than the Sith woman.
He looks considerably older than his wife. You're saying someone your age couldn't overpower a woman?
I'm a Jedi, and one who was living alone in the Shadowlands until recently. That keeps you in shape, damn it. We're talking about Sunray here.
And there's no way he would do something so dishonorable as hit her from behind. Sunray's a decorated war hero. He's a hero of the Republic.
Don't worry, Laura, I'll save him.
Find the real evidence. That's all I ask. The real evidence will prove Sunray didn't do this.
I certainly hope it does. Human, I wish to speak to you if you have time. Alright, Nilko Bois. Greetings, human. My name is Nilko Bois. I hope you are enjoying yourself here in Anto City. Our floating city is beautiful, is it not? Let's Truly a wonder to behold. You are too gracious here. The beauty of Manon is delicate. Our ecosystem is complex and fragile, and I fear for the preservation of my planet. What are you talking about? There's a task I'd ask human, Jedi. See, there's nowhere else I can turn. What do you want me to do? Rest assured, there will be ample reward for this human. I only require information, nothing more. The Republic has been hiring mercenaries, many more than usual. As an official of the Selkath people, this is of great concern to me. I only seek the reason for this change in public policy. Why do you need me for this? I cannot trust anyone else. The Republic obviously must keep their secret. I have inquired often as to their purpose, and been rebuffed. The Sith cannot be trusted to give me an accurate report of events. They'll trust the truth so that it furthers their own goals. The mercenaries are well aware of the high wages the Republic is paying. They would not report anything that might slow the flow of credits in their accounts. Excuse me, uncover the truth behind the Republic's actions. I'll pay you 500
I doubt the
credits.
Republic would be involved in anything illegal. Still, if this Selkath has concerns, we could look into it for him.
Be careful here, kid. Start poking your nose in a place that doesn't belong, and you might not like what you find.
I really don't like what I find. Please, see if you can find the answers I seek. Find why the Republic is hiring so many mercenaries. Find where they're going. Find why they do not return. I'll look into it for you, Nopel. As you discover some information, please come speak to me. Believe it or not, I am a friend of the Republic. Whatever the truth, I should do my best to protect the Republic's interests, and those of the Selkath, of course. Oh, I feel like I got something stuck in my throat.
I hope you're here to play some
Gunto,
Pazak.
yes.
I don't come here looking for sparkling conversation.
I'm gonna ask you some questions.
I prefer to make my credits gambling, but I never turn my back on an opportunity. Maybe this can be a profitable exchange for both of us.
You know why the Republic is hiring so many mercenaries lately?
Hey, here's an idea. Why don't you ask the mercs? Better yet, go down to the embassy and ask the Republic. You done wasting my time now, or you got some more questions?
You want me to smack the shit out you? Is that what you want? What do you think of the Sith?
They don't bother me, and I don't bother them. Works all
Excuse me.
around. You done wasting my time now, or you got some more questions?
I'm a Sparta kick this motherfucker. What do you think
They
of the
don't bother
Republic?
me, and I don't bother them. Works all around. You done wasting my... So...
I don't like you. I don't like you at all. I'm gonna have to win a game of Pazak against you. You guys know what's
I
coming.
hope you're here to play some Pazak. I don't
Oh
come...
God. I'm gonna
I
ask you some
prefer-
questions. Do you know anything about the recent murder?
What do you expect when a Sith spy and a Republic war hero are having an affair? Anyone could see it would end ugly.
Fair. What are you talking about?
Oh, so you didn't know about Sunry stepping out on his wife? Well, it may have been a secret to some, but I'm not blind. I should have charged you for that juicy tidbit, but I figured anyone investigating the murder would have already figured that out by now. Okay, you got a freebie out of me. But that's all I know about Sunry and his hot Sith side dish. You done wasting my time now? I
That's
hope you're here
useful.
to play. So lay your credits down. We ain't here to play for fun.
Alright, we ain't. I guess it's a decent deck. I'm trying not to hit stand this time. Oh. I really feel like I got swallowed something. Something. Oh shit. Fuck. Hey, there we go. Damn it. Ha!
You got lucky that last
First
game.
turn.
But luck doesn't last. You got the guts to play again.
I think I'll be going now.
So clear out already.
You're a Dorian mercenary.
I am not for hire. Perhaps the Mandalorian or the Achani can help you, though they lack the stomach for certain jobs.
What do you have against the Achani and the Mandalorians?
They lack the resolve to do what needs to be done. The Achani believe in a non-existent warrior code of honor, and the Mandalorians prize credits above bloodshed. But I am Eritrean. Honor comes from slaying your opponent, and the true reward of any job is the taste of your foe's dying blood on your tongue.
I want to ask you some questions.
Ask whatever you wish, though you may find some of my answers distasteful.
Why is the Republic hiring so many mercenaries?
Perhaps you should ask them. The Republic prefers not to deal with my kind, though maybe they need an Eridorian to finish the job. The mercenaries they hire must be failing, as they are never heard from again. That is all I know. Is there more you wish to ask?
Do you know about the murder of Alasa?
On my world, those too weak to defend themselves deserve to die. A murder is justified if you have the strength to kill your victim. Is there anything else you would know?
Seeking a star map or some alien ruins?
Manan has no such things, unless the Selkath have them hidden away at the bottom of the ocean. Is there more you would know?
I'll be going now. Good God,
Yes, I'm not
I really got
surprised.
something stuck in my throat.
There are few on this watery world who feel comfortable in my presence.
I can't imagine why.
For a while, the Republic were hiring anyone they could get their hands on. Now they don't have any use for us mercs. It's too bad. I could have used the work.
I heard the Sith are trying to work on a synthetic version of Kolto. I wouldn't be surprised if the Republic was too.
Well,
Hey man, clear
Hello?
out. You're cramping my style with the ladies.
sure, pal.
If you're here to offer me a job, I'm not interested right now. I got so many offers I can't keep up as it is. Maybe that Iridorian skullslacker at the bar, or the Ajani nerf herder cowering in the corner is available.
What do you have against the Achani and the Iridorians?
Well, nothing. Except that the Ajani are a bunch of fey dancers prancing in a battle with tiny weapons not fit for Mandalorian children. They hardly wear any armor because it slows them down when they run away. But the Ajani are better than the Iridorians. Those savages keep hacking at fallen foe even after death, mutilating the corpse out of pure bloodlust. I even heard they'll turn on each other when the battle fever hits. Who wants to work with someone like that? I could pretty much name my price right now, especially since the Republic's so desperate for mercs all of a sudden.
Why is the Republic hiring so many mercenaries?
They ain't saying, but the price is sure right. Of course, I haven't heard of anyone coming back, so I'm guessing the job ain't easy.
Do you know about the murder of Alasa?
Not really. They say some Republic war hero killed her. Maybe you should check out the Republic embassy.
Don't you hate the Republic for defeating your people?
I'm a realist. It was war, after all. And even though the Republic destroyed my people, the leaders of the Armada were Revan and Malak, so I hate the Sith just as much. And with this war, there's plenty of opportunity to take bloody vengeance against both sides, and make a nice profit along the way. We Mandalorians are always practical that way. Not like those bloodthirsty Eridorians or those honor-bound Ichani. Or anything else you want?
Can I ask you some questions?
Normally I'd charge you for information. But times are good right now and I'm feeling generous. So ask your questions, free of charge.
Do you know anything about ancient ruins or a star map?
If there ever were any ruins on this world, they've long since disappeared beneath the oceans.
I'll be going now.
So why are you telling me? If you're going, go. I don't need a status report.
Aren't you lovely? Shayless. Greetings, human. My name is Shayless. I've heard it said that you are no friend of the Sith. Is this true? Now Lopa is playing Fallout. Actually, kind of like the Sith, I guess. Sith are a blight upon the galaxy. I suspect we have little in common, human. I share your dislike of the Sith. They have brought grief to my family. I'm not a fool. I know the Sith do not respect our laws as the Republic does. Were it up to me, I would do everything in my power to aid the Republic in the war against Malak. But intergalactic politics stay my hand. Still, I know the Sith are evil, and I fear what they will do to my people, and what they may be doing now. What are you talking about? Many of the Selkath have vanished, human. Most who have gone missing are on the cusp of adulthood, youth who will someday leave this planet. My own daughter, Shasa, is among those who have disappeared. These disappearances coincide with the arrival of the Sith, and I cannot dismiss the connection. The Sith are up to something, human, something sinister. I can feel it. You want me to investigate these disappearances? I will give you 500 credits if you can uncover the fate of my daughter and the other missing Selkath youth. Not much, but all I can afford. I have no official authority in this matter, and my personal wealth is not vast. There's no one else I can turn to, human. The Republic agents are too closely watched by the Sith, and the Auto City authorities cannot act without proof of Sith involvement. I shall look into these disappearances for you, Shayless. I cannot imagine where to begin the investigation, though I suspect the Sith did not act alone. Perhaps the Off-Worlders in the Mercenary Enclave know something. If you learn anything, human, report back to me at once. If you uncover the fate of my daughter and the other missing Selkath youth, I will reward you as promised. Duan.
You're new around here, aren't you? My name's Duan. Care to buy a Sith girl a drink? That is, unless you're one of those simpering Republic soldiers.
I'm Maverick Tish. I'm just here to check out the swoop races.
Well, some of the soldiers like to go and bet on the swoops on their day off, but this planet is bad enough without mingling with the locals. It isn't easy here, you know. Not with all the Republic soldiers walking the streets while we sit and do absolutely nothing. Malak should send a fleet in and conquer this whole sector, Kolto or no. But I don't really want to talk about that right now. I'm just here to have a couple of drinks and try to unwind, you know?
You said they're taking an interest in the Selkath youth.
We Sith are interested in a lot of things. If you're smart, you'll stay out of Sith business. But I don't really want to talk about that right now. I'm just here to have a couple of drinks and try to unwind, you know?
I'm investigating the recent murder of Alasa.
What is there to investigate? Obviously, Sunri is guilty, but the Republic is doing everything they can to keep him out of a Selkath prison. But I don't really want to talk about that.
Searching for some ancient ruins, or maybe a long-forgotten star map.
Are you some kind of historian or something? You should forget about the past, look towards the future. That's why I joined the Sith. The Republic is old news. And then I get stuck on Manon, the worst post in the galaxy. It isn't easy here, you know. Not with all the but I don't really want...
Sure. You certainly have the blinders on tight, huh?
Oh,
I'll be going now.
I get it. I get a little bit wild, and you want to hold it against me. Come on, what's the matter? Afraid I'll drink you under the table? Hey, if you're not man enough to keep up, who needs you? Seems I'm not ladylike enough for some men. Well, I may be a woman, but I'm still a soldier. Barkeep, bring me another round.
I don't give a damn if you're drunk. I give a damn that you and I have very different allegiances.
Organization for one such as you.
Your offer is pretty good, but I've heard some nasty things about you, Sith. Is it true you bombed Taris into dust?
This is war. In war, certain distasteful acts cannot be avoided. But ask yourself this, when we win the war, would you rather be against the Sith or with us?
You make a good point. And I've never turned down a job that pays up front.
Excellent. Report to the Sith Embassy tomorrow for your assignment.
Are you hiring for the Republic or the Sith?
Neither.
Then why are you wasting my time? There's big money to be made here. I can't risk missing a job offer because I'm yapping with you.
I have no desire to speak to you. I know you have links to the Republic.
Greetings, human. There are a few places in Auto City where all probably are welcome. But here they are at least tolerated. I want to ask you a few questions. I'm far too busy to spend my time conversing, human. I must reserve my time for paying customers and not idle gossip. I'd like to see what's in stock. Certain you'll see that all my inventory is of superior quality. It's just stims. Well, I guess I'll go ahead and end. What the hell is going on with his computer? Everyone make fun of Justin. Anyways, till next time, guys. Bye.